Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy Hodges. I'm glad you're here. I am right now in the Spanish Wells, Bahamas, and I think that I'm making this kind of a yearly tradition to do a video for my YouTube channel while I'm here. So didn't want to disappoint this year. I am on vacation. It's a vacation I take by myself each year just to check out and be able to be in a beautiful environment and sleep a little and do nothing except for obviously a YouTube video. But yeah, I am a certified peer support specialist working with people worldwide, providing support, running groups for people with OCD, as well as an online community where you can find support, events, and classes. You can join whenever you want. That's at chrissyhodgescommunity.com, or you can email me or go to my website to find out more at chrissyhodges.com. OCD, and OCD is an app, and inside that app, you can find support and resources. And they also do telehealth in many places all over the world, doing ERP therapy for OCD. Find them at nocd.com or treatmyocd.com. So I wanted to talk just really quick. This won't be a long video, but I've been doing a lot of writing. I've got a lot of stuff coming up this summer. We're really excited about it. It's a lot of content and stuff I'm going to be doing on different platforms. And a lot of it is based off of our experience, really just straight lived experience for OCD. And all the content is coming from that. And I'm really excited about it. And one of the things that is important is to talk about the mask that we have to wear when we live with OCD. Now, what do I mean when I say that? I can share with you what it was like for me and what it's still like sometimes when I'm dealing with OCD, when it involves like wearing a mask. What that means is we become really good actors in life when we're living with intrusive thoughts with mental rituals. And there's so many different reasons why we do this. So I'll just go over a few of them. And a lot of this is just to make you feel less alone, because this can make you feel really isolated. It can make you feel like no one knows who you are. No one knows like your true self. And then a lot of times it makes you feel like, oh my God, I must be lying to people because I am this totally different person to the world when, I feel like I have this second self and people don't really know me. And if they did know me, I'm doing air quotes. If they did know me, they would think I'm a monster. They wouldn't want anything to do with me. So I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me just explain. I'm going to go back to when I lived with OCD in my teens, before I was diagnosed and knew that this was OCD. It was like I woke up every morning, and when I would leave the house, I put on this different face. It was like two people existed inside of me. It was the Chrissy that I had to be with all the time, that knew everything about every thought, every feeling, every hyper awareness that came through my body, that I didn't want anyone to know about. And then it was this face that I put onto the world, the mask. I wanted everybody to believe that I had everything pulled together, that everything was fine. Nothing was ever wrong. I'm the problem solver. I'm everything, whatever, I'm everything that's perfect. I wasn't perfect, obviously, but you know what I mean? Like I didn't want anyone to think anything else. And so I would put this mask on every single day. And I think the hardest part about that was feeling like no one ever knew me. That's what made it so lonely. Like people didn't know the real me, even though OCD wasn't the real me. And I knew that. It just felt like I was hiding something from people. And the biggest fear was that the facade I was creating would come crashing down at some point, and people would find out that there was this second self inside of me. There was this monster. There was this horrible person that was hiding things from people. And I think the hardest part about this is that you really do know whatever's going on with OCD inside of you, it's not your fault. It's not you didn't ask for this, but you can't stop it. And you still don't want people to know. Now, I know that many of you may tell people, you may confess, or you may just tell people in general, and that's good. And I encourage that. I encourage telling people who can understand, and especially telling people who have OCD and that get it, which is what a lot of my services provide. You can talk about this with people that understand, and you never have to feel like hiding stuff from people because we just get it. But when you don't have the opportunity to, or, you tell certain people, but then you go out and you put that mask on, right? And you're acting. And you're not acting because there's something about who you are underneath with the OCD that's part of your innate self and your character. You're acting because you feel like I don't want anyone to know what's going on. And that's valid, y'all. I'm certainly not saying don't do that. And again, back to my own lived experience, I did this for 12 years. Of course, I want to remind you that I did not know this was OCD. We did not have internet back then. And so there were times, and this is when it gets like real into the lived experience, where I just thought there's no one on this earth that knows me for real. Meaning they didn't know that I battled with this, that this was day in and day out. As you know, we don't get a break. Sometimes OCD will go to the back of our mind, and that's great because it just feels like, okay, it's back there. It's not at the forefront. I'm not in the haze. But when it was in the forefront, I just thought to myself, no one really knows who Chrissy is. And y'all, that was lonely. And it really did feel like I was walking on this earth by myself. And that even if I let people in, they still wouldn't know me. They still wouldn't get it, and they still couldn't get it. And I'm going to tell you that it's 40 years later since the onset of my OCD. And I still feel like that sometimes. This, for me, the thing that makes me not feel that way is knowing people like you, is knowing that on my hardest days, I can think that I know people all over the world that get it, that feel like they're walking by themselves, but I could walk easily right beside you. And I could say, I completely understand. And you would say to me, I completely understand. And I love you anyway. And that's the joy and the beauty of the shared experience. I didn't have that when I was going through the depth of it. And you may not have that either right now. And my message to you today is we all wear the mask. We all feel like we're acting when we're hiding this from the world, when we're hiding this from people. And that can make us feel like we're lying. It can make us feel like we're not being honest with people about who we are. See my air quotes? Who we are. Because it's not who you are. You are you without the OCD theme. I know you're saying I'm different. I don't believe you. But you're not. You're not. It feels like it. It feels like you're the exception. I say this all the time in my videos. It feels like you're the exception. You're not. We're not hiding who we truly are, but I'm telling you that it can feel that way. And the shame and the guilt that comes along with that, right? When you put on the mask, you feel like I'm betraying people, I'm deceiving people. So you might think to yourself, I have to confess. I need to tell everybody what I'm going through. I need to, tell this to make sure that they still love me. Y'all, no, you don't. A, you don't. B, don't. I mean, whatever. You might be confessing, but confession is a compulsion, right? Confessing is like reassurance seeking. In fact, it's a form of it. It's not going to make you feel better in the long run. And it certainly isn't going to make you feel less alone because people that don't have OCD really can't get it. They can get it to the extent that they can get it, but they can't get it like we do. Living with the mask is hard. Living with the mask feels like people can never get inside of who you are and know you, the real you. But I do. I do. The same way that you know me. You know what it feels like to be me to the extent of OCD. I mean, there are other things you don't, there are other things I don't know about you, but whatever, we get it on that level. And sometimes that's enough. This is a hard disorder to live with, and it's a hard disorder to face the world with, which is why we put that mask on. And I just wanted to share with you today that this is so common for all of us. It is common for me. I still put the mask on, y'all, and I still feel distant from people. It's funny because I meet people all over the world with OCD. I'm on with people all the time doing peer support in groups, and I still sometimes feel like the loneliest person on the planet because that's how OCD makes me feel. And then I connect back and I go, but I'm not because you get it. And I hope that you can think that I get it and that there's a whole world of people out there that gets it. What I do in my practice is I try to do anything and everything I can to connect you with those people. I know it's scary. It's scary to meet people with OCD because you don't know what you're going to find out. What if something's triggering? What if I find out I don't have OCD? Sure, not going to. What if I find out my experience is different from someone else's? That might happen, but that doesn't mean anything. That has been the most healing part of my process. It's the one time I really feel like I can take off the mask when I'm with you because I don't have to pretend. I don't have to feel like I'm lying. In fact, I can say the most craziest shit and you'll get it. And that's what I want you to feel. And that's what you deserve to feel. It's hard wearing the mask. It's shameful, but we all do it. We have all done it with OCD. And so I just encourage you to reach out to other people that have this and find those people where you can be 100% real with and reduce that shame, reduce that guilt, and be able to know that people can see you for exactly who you are and what you experience with OCD, and they can like you anyway because you're likable. You're like, no, I'm not. Yeah, you are. Don't argue. You are. It's even hard for me to think that I am. I default to I'm intolerable. That's my one of my core fears. But you know what? It's people get me because they get OCD, and they'll get you because they get OCD. So anyway, that's my message. That was a little all over the place, but just feeling a lot of love right now. I've gotten some rest and a lot of connection to the people like you that have just made this journey easier for me. And that's what I hope that I can help with for you. So if you take anything away from this, there is connection outside of the mask. I know we have to wear it at times, but you can take it off with people that are going to get it and like you anyway, and you deserve that. So If you're interested in anything, any of my services, online community groups, one-on-one peer support, go to chrissyhodges.com for the community, chrissyhodgescommunity.com and join. It's open and you can join it. And then for therapy and also more resources and connection, go to NoCD at treatmyocd.com or nocd.com. Take good care. I'll see you when I'm back in the States. Bye.